we're here at the Frankston City Motorcycle Park testing the new 2018 model Honda CRF450R, a bike that is relatively unchanged for the new year, but the couple of changes that they have made have been good ones. We've got different engine hangers right down about here. We've got different valving and different spring rates in the suspension, but the big thing is right here, electric start. Finally, after all these years, Honda have come along to the party as well and joined the electric start club, and it's a welcome entry. Now, out on the track, when you get to feel this bike and do a direct comparison to the 2017 model, the first thing that comes to mind is the suspension and the weight bias. The balance is so much better in this new 2018 model. With last year's model, when you were hard on the brakes coming into the corner, you'd get a little bit of diving in the front end. And likewise, and what I feel the biggest issue was, exiting corners and getting on the gas, the back end would squat down way too much. So you kind of had a little bit of a seesaw and rocking effect, whether it was to the front or to the back. Now, it's obviously a combination of both the valving and the spring rates that have managed to hold this thing up at the right time, but somehow it's managed to still keep it nice and plush in the initial part of the stroke, which is no easy task. Now, there's also some different mapping in the ignition. Now, to be honest, I can't really feel a lot of difference between the two. Although I must say, this bike feels like it's got a little bit more bottom end, like you can pull a taller gear. It's almost like there's up one extra tooth on the back sprocket, when of course there isn't. So a very nice new mapping being put into this bike, feels exceptionally smooth, very easy to ride out there on the track, that's for sure. And the last of the big changes is in the engine hangers, or the engine mounts if you like to call them that. And what they are is, they're a lot smaller, they've taken a lot of weight out of it. And by doing that, it allows a little bit more flex in the chassis. And you really can feel it without a doubt, that's for sure. But I've been running these on my 2017 model for the last few months, so I already knew how good they work and how they feel on the bike. They've just been transferred onto the new production bike, which is a big tick for Honda. And just to finish off with, as an overall bike here, I guess we've got to consider this thing's won 3 of the 5 shootouts over in America recently. It's obviously an exceptional bike. They've added an electric start, which is keeping a lot of people happy. We've obviously got our Showa spring cartridge forks up front, the big 49mm ones. That is a very, very big bonus. The rear end works exceptionally well out there on the track. Like I said, those spring rates have really made a big difference to how it holds up. So overall, a great bike that's going to keep the Honda fans exceptionally happy out there. So if you like the red machines, head on down and check out your Honda dealership.
For all your insurance needs, visit swaninsurance.com.au.